What's good, guys? Welcome back to another episode of GNG News. I've got some more questions here that I'm going to answer. So this is technically like part 2 of the Q&A. If anybody wants to ask me any more questions, either DM the questions to me or tweet me the questions, and we'll go from there. So, number 1, am I going to do any more interviews or any podcasts? I don't know how to answer that question because do you mean interviews for me? Or do you mean like me interviewing people? Like, if, put it this way, if COVID hadn't happened and hadn't hit how it had hit, I had 4 interviews planned with artists from the UK. Not like grime or rap sort of music, but artists from the UK that are from Cardiff that I was gonna be able to do an interview type sit down with. But because of COVID, I wasn't able to do that. Would I do podcasts? I'd love to do podcasts. I'd love to become a podcaster. I think I could probably carry a podcast just due to the nature of how talkative that I am. I'm trying to think, is there any other way I can answer this question? Would I do interviews? I don't know. I'm not really too much into doing like collaborative sort of stuff with other people. I have to know someone, not through the internet. Like, I have to know someone properly to want to be able to sit down and do that sort of stuff. I'm up for it, but I need to know the format of it. I need to know how it's going to be done. I need to know what questions I'm going to be asked. I need to know what, like, is the video going to be able to be put up on my channel? Like, I need to know more into it. But I'm up for doing interviews. I'm up for doing podcasts with other people, but it has to be right. It has to fit. It has to work for them, and it has to work for me. So I am down for doing that. I will probably do more Q&A type videos like this in the future. I'll probably leave like the next one until, I don't know, maybe like November or something. Question number 2: current music or genre that you're currently listening to a lot? What do I listen to a lot? I listen to a lot of garage, but not actual songs, instrumentals. I listen to a lot of 90s grime and sorry, 90s grime, 90s rap, sorry. A lot of 2000s grime. What else do I listen to? A lot of 90s R&B music. I listen to some soul music. I listen to a lot of reggae. Question number 3. How do you structure your day? Do you make plans before, or do you just go with the flow? Right, it depends. So if I know that I'm going to, like, for example, today, I'm filming this now. Today is Sunday. Say, like, I haven't really got any plans for next week, but say I knew I was going to have a very stressful Monday, then I would try and plan the day out. What I try and do is, I'm more of a creative person in the evening. I'm not really a creative person in the day, probably just because I've always worked in the daytime. So in the daytime, my brain is like not thinking in that sort of mode. So what I normally try and do, I try and give my day some sort of plan and structure, whether that be from little things to big things, from like picking what to eat to when I'm going to sit down and research for another video and stuff like that. I always find, give yourself like at least for every, I'd say for every hour that you do work, give yourself half an hour break. Do you know what I mean? So always make, like, if you are going to plan your day, make sure that you have enough time to eat, have a break, relax, recharge your batteries, and then go back at it. You don't want to constantly be working all the time. So to answer that question, how do I structure my day? Breaks. I try and structure my day around whatever sort of videos I'm planning to do. So for example, if I know that I have 3, let's say I know I have got 3 PS4 videos. Okay, so when I record on my PS4, I make hour-long videos, right? And this is what I normally do. So if I record on the PS4, I'll record a video. I'll use my PlayStation camera to record the audio of me talking, play the game for an hour. Then once I film that for an hour, I'll put it on to upload, and then I'll take a half an hour break. So how do I structure my plans and my days? I don't really structure my days anymore. I just try to plan to be busy, if that makes any sense. Number 4, anything you recommend to do during the lockdown? So during the lockdown, I would say if you don't read, try and read more. I've tried to read a bit more. Try and learn something new every day, whether that be something big or something small. Like watch videos. You don't like. I don't mean like you physically have to learn how to do something. I mean you could watch a video and discover something from watching a video. Do you know what I mean? You could, I don't know, you could work out. That's another thing that I think is helpful to do. And obviously that your body and yourself will feel the benefits of obviously working out. Exercise, obviously that's part of working out. Communication, communicate with your friends, communicate with your family. That's something that I've done a lot. Create videos. That's something that I've been doing a lot throughout of lockdown. Just utilize your time. Like if you have a talent, like say you sing or you rap or you dance or you make things or you paint or you draw, or even if you don't do anything like that, say if one of your hobbies is to read, or one of your hobbies is to, do you know what I mean? Just like try and utilize your time. Like if you have a hobby, try and throw more time into your hobby if you have more time. Obviously everyone's situation in lockdown is different, but for me personally, I've spent more time researching. But I'm an introverted person, so lockdown hasn't really affected me like how it's affected a lot of people. The only way it's affected me is I've not been able to go and visit people, because a lot of the people that I know live in England, so I was quite frequently traveling back and forth from England to Wales. But because of lockdown, that's the only reason why I can't do that. I'm spending a lot of time researching, gaming, listening to music. I spend more time, I don't actually really write music anymore. I spend more time listening to instrumentals than I do anything. That's like what I do in my downtime to relax, is like I'll listen to instrumental, or I'll listen to a beat, or maybe I'll watch a film or something. So yeah, things that I've been doing throughout the lockdown that I would say that I would recommend to do: listen to music, maybe watch educational videos, try and learn something, whether that might be a life video, a video that can help you mentally, wherever it may be. Try and learn something. Question number 5: anyone you look up to or have any role models? It's gonna sound really big-headed. I don't have any role models anymore. Like, I used to have a couple of people that I used to say that were role models for different things. So I, as if you're invested in my YouTube channel, you'll know I don't just do what's it called, like gaming videos. Obviously I used to do music. I'm still involved in music because of people that are around me and stuff like that. But I'm not just interested in like one sort of thing. I like art, I like music, I like gaming, I like anime, I like craft. I really like people who can speak well. I like listening to speeches. There's a lot of different things that I try to take my hand at. If I would say role models, who could I really say? I couldn't really say anyone anymore. I couldn't really say there's anyone that I look at anymore as a role model of like, oh, I want to be like them. There's definitely people that I've looked at that have inspired me. So inspiration wise, I wouldn't say role models, but people that have inspired me, like Wiley, how unapologetic his opinion is and has always been, is someone that inspires me. Who else inspires me? DWE inspires me because he's just original. No one else can be DWE. There's no one else in this world that could be DWE. Stormin, rest in peace to Stormin, how he has an ability to just bring people together. You don't understand, like people who have that real sense of community. That to me means a lot. Ghetts is an impeccable artist that has just gone from strength to strength over so many years. But I've taken inspiration from them. I wouldn't say that they're my role model or I'm like inspired to be like them, because I'll be honest, I don't spend a lot of time fixated looking at other people and what they're doing. Like I look at what other people do and I'm like, right, that's sick. But I don't try to apply that to what I do. I always try and mold myself to be just to be me. But big up to everybody that has done great things, that have inspired other people to look at them and think maybe by looking at you, I can take inspiration from that. So yeah, I've definitely been inspired by people. I'd be big headed to say that I haven't been inspired by people. I've been inspired by a lot of people, not just rappers, designers, gamers. You know, there's several people that I've looked at over the years, and I've been like, you know what? If it weren't for what you did, I probably wouldn't be doing what I'm doing right now. But yeah, that would probably be what I would say for inspiration / role models. Question number 6 is if anyone is thinking of doing YouTube, should they do the clickbait route or the non-clickbait route? That's a great question. I respect you guys, so I'm going to give you the honest answer. Right. If you want to make money off YouTube at a faster rate and you want to progress at a quicker rate, then yes, of course, doing clickbait videos and clickbait titles and clickbait thumbnails and all that sort of stuff, of course, on YouTube, that will benefit you more so. It will attract more people. Will you keep those people? No. Will they stick around? No. Will you make more money off YouTube? Definitely. Would it be worth your time and integrity? No. Would it mess with your morals if you were someone of higher standing of morals? Yes. And would you enjoy that process? Probably not. Did I personally go down that route with my journey with YouTube? No, I didn't. Do I feel like I still have my morals? Yes, I do. Do I enjoy the content that I make, and at the end of it all, I'm making content that I like to make? I'm not feeling as if I'm forced to make content, so everything that I say is emphasized and comes across in a very genuine way, of course. So my answer to that would be, if you want to make money off YouTube and you want to just purely make money off YouTube and you want to fit into the niche of being a YouTuber and you want to lie to people and tell them whatever under the sun to get them to view a video, then be my guest. If you want longevity, if you want fans that are going to appreciate you, if you want to build a fan base of people who actually care about you and know you and can actually be invested into you because you're telling the truth and you provide them with good content that they enjoy, which equally makes you feel good and provides them with a great service, then don't go the clickbait route. I admit I could probably make better thumbnails if I actually sat down and made thumbnails, but if you look at like the rate of the videos that I put up, it would take me a very long time if I stopped right now, went back over all my videos and decided to make a thumbnail. I admit that thumbnails will attract more people to your videos if you make a glossy thumbnail that has been edited, yes, of course. But what I mean by making a clickbait thumbnail is if I was to put a video up saying, I don't know, you're giving away X amount of money and you put it in capital letters and you put that you're giving away this much money for free, and like the video is like just like pictures of money or stuff like that, or being extra or being fake, that's like kind of clickbait as well because you're not really being who you are. You'll make more money, but it's not the route to go down, and you won't enjoy your time on YouTube doing that, because YouTube can become a very toxic place if you want to be like that, because you're going to essentially trying to keep an image that isn't really you going, and that's not the path you want to stem down. So if I were you, if you have a YouTube channel, whatever it is, you know, whether you're a fashion reviewer, a gamer, whatever it is you do, whether you do how-to videos, gospel videos, you know, mental health videos, whatever it is that you're doing, just be genuine in what you do and just be real about what you do. Doesn't mean that you can't make like a glossy thumbnail or stuff like that. It's just personally, I didn't go down that route. And because I haven't done that in the whole time that I've had this YouTube channel, I don't think it would be very on brand for me to all of a sudden start doing high-end glossy thumbnails. I've had people, like, if you look at my YouTube channel, I've had people even say to me like, "Oh, I'll do thumbnails for you. You know, I'll make your thumbnails. I'll make them. You're a great YouTuber and all this stuff." I don't really want to stem down that path. I enjoy my channel. I enjoy how it is. The good thing with having a smaller YouTube channel as well, I feel a sense of community. I know that sounds stupid, like that. I love the fact that we're growing as a channel, but like I've got a very small niche YouTube channel. If you know about me, you know about me. If you don't know about me, you probably haven't heard about me. So I just enjoy what I do. So I don't do the clickbait. I don't try and go down that route. So for me personally, I would say the non-clickbait route with YouTube is the way better way to go. Number 7. What tattoos have you got? All right, this is gonna be a bit hard. All right, let me see if I can show you. So that is a bass symbol. So in music, on the musical scale, that is the bass symbol. Oh, I don't know if I can even. I don't know if I can show you. Probably can't even. Oh, it's upside down. I'm gonna show you. Right, there we go. That right there is Chinese. That says artist for. I'm still an artist, but for when I was predominantly just an artist. This right here, obviously it'll be backwards for you. That actually says Hope and Faith. That was designed by the tattoo artist that did that. I just wanted the words Hope and Faith because I believe that we live in hope and faith, and that's pretty much the meaning behind that tattoo, is the fact that every single day we live in hope and faith, trying to just survive and progress out here. This one is obviously the YouTube symbol. One of the only guys to do that. I don't know if I'm actually going to be able to show you all my tattoos. This one, I don't know if you can see that, it says, music is the art of the soul. That's actually a song that I wrote, and I never decided to do anything with it. This one right here is the yin yang symbol, the symbol of peace. I've got 2 other tattoos. I'm just going to pause the video for a second because I'm going to actually take my jumper off in order to show you. So I'll be back in 2 seconds. Alright, so that's a blast from the past. That's actually 2 different tattoos. That tattoo was from when I was in college. I was underage when I had that tattoo done. I had that done at someone's house. This tattoo here is just an infinity symbol that I had added onto it. I think that was my last tattoo. Obviously another musical tattoo. And this one here is a G. So all in total I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 9 tattoos in total. Number 8. Where do you see yourself in a few years' time? Hopefully not living where we are now. Hopefully, well, to be fair, I don't know if I can really answer that question anymore because my plans completely changed when the whole lockdown situation happened. What can I say? I think in a couple of years' time from now, I want to be on like part-time to no hours, eventually working for myself with YouTube and just in a house. And it's going to sound really sad. A place that has a bath because I've had a shower for how many years have we had a shower now?
Nearly 7 next year.
Yeah. So we've lived here 2 years. We've lived in our last place for 5. No, that'd be 5 years then. So that's 7. That's 5 years. We've lived here for 2 years. Yeah. The previous place. That's 5 years then. So it's not 7 years. So about 5-6 years since I last lived somewhere that had a bath. That would be nice. So I want a couple of years from now, I want a house. I want to eventually, like I said, come off working and just work for myself. And by that I mean like just be self-employed, not have a job as well as being self-employed to an extent. But literally go down to like part-time hours, maybe 10 hours a week or less, and then eventually come off that and just be working for myself. That's where I see myself in a couple of years from now, working for myself and just having my own house and just living a bit more comfortable. And it sounds stupid, I haven't got like big massive dreams of having loads of money or anything like that. I've had money, I've not had money. I don't really see it to be the be all and end all. But yeah, that's where I see myself in a few years' time from now. Not in this place, with a house, financially better off, more financially stable, that's all I really wish for, because if I'm more financially stable, it means I can help. It helps my situation. It helps the people that are around me. So yeah. Number 9. You gonna do any PC games or any simulators? Right. So, I don't know how I'd actually do it, because, long story short, Abby has got Sims and the Sims Batu DLC. We'll also have the Sims and the Sims Batu DLC to give away at some point. I actually have Sims on my PS4, but I can't get on with the controls, and I'm not gonna lie, it really bores me. I like playing Telltale games, but simulator games really bore me. Like, the only simulator game that I've enjoyed is Goat Simulator. On the PC, I have some games on there. I have Rocket League, and I do have Warzone. I just need to sit down and play on the laptop. I always end up playing on the TV, just because the simple fact of the laptop is a 15.4-inch screen. The TV is a 28-inch screen. But yes, I will start to play... What should I start? I'll play Rocket League. Right? I'll start to play Rocket League on my laptop. Do you know what? Yep, that's going to be the new thing. Every Sunday, I will upload 1 hour of gameplay of Rocket League, and I'll do a commentary for it as well. But I'll do that as a live commentary, because I can use my... I don't even know where it is right now, but my headset, my... well, you guys seen it. I've still got the box. That headset. So I will record a hour's worth of Rocket League gameplay every Sunday. Simulators... There's one simulator I've seen which looks alright, but it looked a bit weird. It was called Surgeon Simulator. And that looked pretty funny. But yeah, Goat Simulator was the only other simulator game that I've played. I played Farming Simulator, and that was so boring. Right. So yeah, there you go. Sundays, like I said, Sunday will be PC day. Question 10. Any tips on how to feel motivated? Yeah, that is quite a tricky question. How to feel motivated? What do I do to feel motivated? I have music that I listen to that motivates me. A lot of upbeat sort of music motivates me. What else motivates? What else for motivation? I guess everybody's different, I guess. Some people get motivated by, like, this personally doesn't work for me. It might work for you. Some people listen to, like, motivational speeches. I don't find motivational speeches motivate me. I like when people can tantalize a crowd. I think that's interesting, but I don't find that it motivates me. But me personally, my motivation is helping other people. It sounds stupid, but, like, I find when I get comments of people on YouTube are like, oh, thanks, that video really helped me out, or, thank you for doing this and stuff like that. That gives me motivation to want to continue doing what I'm doing and carrying on. So I guess people's thanks and praise is a motivation for me. Plus the motivation to better myself and to better the situation of people that are around me. I guess that's my motivation. But music and people's praise is probably my biggest motivator. So that's what I would say. But obviously it's not easy for someone to give you praise. Someone gives you praise if they feel like giving you praise. So I guess the better answer to that would be music. Music is what I feel is how it just kickstarts something inside of me, that it, like, puts a battery in my back and it helps me get on with the day. A lot of drum and bass music does that for me as well. If I feel like I'm, like, in a rut, if I listen to drum and bass music, like, I feel invincible, but I just feel like I can just get on with it and no one can stop me, sort of thing. Lastly, what socials have you got and how can we keep up to date with you? Okay, so social medias that I have. Twitter, obviously, if you hang tight with the Twitter gang. If you've got me on Twitter, my name is general_music_. That's the best social media to get hold of me on. I do use my other social medias, but I use mainly Twitter. I have an Instagram. My Instagram is JNG News. Obviously, if you're watching this YouTube video on YouTube, you know that you can comment on leave a comment on one of my videos. I can get back to you that way. PlayStation Network, you can get hold of me on the PlayStation Network if you have a PlayStation Network account. which is general_music, and they are the best ways to contact me. And obviously, if you know me personally, then you got my number or WhatsApp or whatever else, and you can contact me that way. But yeah, that is the best way to get hold of me, essentially. And little added bonus, I had a couple of other questions that some people were asking me. So one of the questions which I have avoided answering for a little while was, will I do anything for Chris? So regarding Chris, obviously always in my thoughts, never someone that I have forgot about. Regarding Chris, I will do a video, not now, I'm going to leave it until November. I'm going to sit down and I'll share some memories of, I got a really cool memory with him of me showing him a load of Pokemon games. And I'll never forget the day, like I can... Ah, this makes me happy. I'll never forget the day I was outside my old flat with my partner. I love you, Chris. He just turns up. It was near Halloween as well. He just turned up with a broomstick. Do you remember?
Yeah.
When Chris
Turned into Fly. But Harry Potter.
Oh, I love Chris. But yeah, he turned up with a... I think he'd been drinking or something. He come round to call on me. Right, and he turned up and he had a broomstick. He stood on a broomstick and he was just like, I've come here as Harry Potter. And I was like, what? It's like, I'm going to turn you into a fly. I just loved how I just love how Chris can make me laugh, man. Rest in peace to Chris. Beautiful guy. Brilliant person. But yeah, I'll make sure that we do a video for Chris. We'll leave that till November. But I've been GMG News. You guys have been my lovely audience. If you're wondering what the shirt is, it's a Watchdog 2 shirt. Watchdog Legions is supposed to be coming out soon. Tempted to get it. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy these. I don't even know what they call it. Interviews / videos, Q&As, whatever it is. I'll call it like Q&A part 2. But if you have enjoyed watching, leave a like on the video. Shout out to everybody who asked questions. Shout out to all my subscribers, all my followers. Like, it means the world to me that you guys continue to support me, because obviously it helps me do what I'm doing every single day, and eventually I can achieve my dream of being self-sufficient, having my own channel and not having to work for anyone else, because that's what I'm trying to do out here. I really don't want to continuously always work for somebody else. I want to eventually just work for me and secure my future and secure the future of the people around me that I care for, and be able to provide and help them. But you guys enable me to do that by obviously watching these videos, liking these videos, sharing these videos. So as I said, from the bottom of my heart, I can't thank you enough. Shout out, I'm going to get some shout outs now. So shout out to Sam White, shout out to Bear, shout out to Naps, shout out to Lewis Rattigan, who is a sick YouTuber within himself. Shout out to Ant Pokemon as well. Big up my partner each and every single time. Shout out to Uncle Richie, aka the Grime Correspondent, who is an absolute G. Shout out to BK Music. Shout out to Inve King. Shout out to Delusional Noise. Shout out to Blue Cheese Clothing. Do you know what? Shout out to Grime Report TV. Shout out to Angry Shopkeeper. Big up Lordy. Gary the Mechanic. Shout out to Sinden. Shout out to Adam Music. Shout out to Nathan. Shout out to anyone that's ever helped me in any sort of way, supported me at all. Like, it's appreciated. Shout out to Secrets, all the artists that I've like spoken to over all this time. I mean, big up each and every single person that has helped me in any sort of way that you can, because like I said, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. I didn't think that someone like me would ever be at this point in life where I'm now technically a YouTuber. I still think to myself some days, just like, this is weird. Okay, this is weird. But I love it because it's just us, you know? There's no middleman involved, none of that. And I just feel free when I'm doing this. And you guys enable me to do that. So, like, what can I say? Thank you. And as I always say, I'll be here until YouTube decides to explode one day. But until then, Thank you for watching. I've been GNG News. You guys have been my lovely audience. Have a great day. Have a great evening. Have a great night, depending on where you are in the world. I don't know. But just keep on smiling. And remember, when life gets hard, don't give up. Because normally when life gets hard, you just got to get over that mountain and you'll see.